Zevi, just for you guys, pretty clean game on offense, at least just for you in terms of no interceptions. It felt like the offense was moving pretty well most of the night. Just what was kind of maybe the shift from what happened in Corvallis when you guys couldn't get much going to getting 32 tonight?
Yeah, kind of what you said right there. I mean, turnovers and just a lot of self-inflicted wounds. We had a lot of false starts that were kind of keeping us behind the sticks. And it really doesn't matter who you play when you do things like that. As an offense, it's hard to really get a groove going. It's hard to get points on the board. So we did a good job of that today. Obviously, no turnovers. That's huge, or at least didn't turn the ball over in the air. And then it also helps, defense gets turnovers. Like this guy right here got a huge turnover for us. That was huge. Just keeping us on the field as long as we can be on the field and finishing with points. That's the most important thing. And I thought we did that pretty well today.
Just talk about, for both of you guys, just kind of the celebration of the team when Angel scores that touchdown. It just seemed like everyone's obviously happy when a teammate scores, but maybe a little extra juice, just kind of knowing that it's been a difficult up and down year for him.
Yeah, I mean that was it was kind of an interesting moment because first we had Leon score, and Leon's also another senior, and it was a great play by him. Don't really think it was a flag, but it is what it is. Whatever. And then the next play, Angel takes it for 40 plus, whatever it was, and he gets in the end zone. And obviously, it's been a big up and down year for Angel Johnson. Obviously, a lot of expectations for him, but credit to him for never just throwing in the towel. He could have thrown in the towel weeks ago, and not showed up, or just didn't have the right mindset for practice and games. And I truly don't believe that he does what he does out there without the preparation that he puts in for games and just the care that he has for not only himself but the players around him. I think there's a huge testament that goes to that, and it was awesome to see him get in the end zone.
Yeah, I think the team celebration just shows how close we are. There are no individuals on this team, and we all win and we all lose together. And Angel, despite no matter what kind of year he's had, he still shows up every day, ready to work, working hard, giving it his all. So I'm just very happy for him.
Colby, you bobbled your pick about 12 times before finally coming down with it. Walk us through that play, how that one kind of unfolded.
Yeah, I kind of peeped the quarterback peeking at a overball or a drag. I just seen him throw it. I was already tired. It was a long drive. I tried to go up for it, didn't catch it clean. And then I'm just playing hot potato with it. I'm glad I came down with it. I tried to make a couple moves, but I just ran out of gas. I ran out of gas, but I'm just glad we got off the field.
Zevi, when you think back to when you first decided to come here almost 2 years ago, which is kind of crazy, how do you think you've grown just as a guy, as a player over these last couple of years at WSU?
Yeah, definitely grown in more ways than I could really imagine. Very grateful for my time at Bryant. Another reason as to why I wanted to transfer is I did want to grow as a player, as a person, as a leader. And obviously through all the trials and tribulations, I couldn't imagine, that it would have went the way that it did, but very grateful for it. I'm very thankful for every single moment, that I got to wake up in Pullman and spend time here with, such incredible people inside and outside the facility. Just very thankful, to be where I'm at right now, and very thankful that we still got some more time together. So in a week of, Thanksgiving, I'm definitely very grateful.
You and Caleb both come down with interceptions tonight. What have you seen from Caleb over the course of the years at South Dakota State and also here that kind of made him an impact player that he is today?
Yeah, Caleb, he's a dog. I mean, straight up, you see him always flying around, works hard on and off the field, in the film room, in the weight room, in practice. When you do all those things, it's going to show up on the field, and you could just tell what kind of guy he is off the field by the way he plays on the field. So just big props to him, and I'm just happy that he's on my team because he's a dog.
Yeah. First time you met Caleb?
Yeah, it was actually my first interaction with Caleb, because, when I transferred into South Dakota State, I was really quiet. It took me a little minute to open up out of my shell. That's just kind of guy I am. And then, I just know Caleb, he likes the game a lot. He talks about Battlefield and stuff like that. So that was my first sort of interaction with him. Yeah.
Zevi, just as a leader of this team, to step into this role mid-season. Obviously, you've been in this role all season, but to be on the on-field role mid-season and then to have a moment like you had tonight, what have you seen? How has the offense grown the most? Not just from the Oregon State game, but over the course of since the Apple Cup, over the course of the entire year, to get to a point like this and have a night like you did tonight.
Yeah, the offense and just the whole team, I'd say, just the willingness to never quit. I mean, reflecting on the season, you know, a lot of moments where just really takes the soul out of you, you know, from certain games where, you know, you just feel like you had it and something doesn't go the right way. And like I said, when I was talking about Angel and just the team itself, you know, you can just quit and kind of give up and kind of throw in the towel. But like I said, it's a testament to all the players and all the coaches within this organization to just never give up and to keep striving and to keep looking for perfection as much as you can, regardless of how things are going. Because, you know, realistically, that's how life is. You know, you don't always get what you want. And you can work you could be the hardest worker in the room and still not get the result that you're looking for. But how you choose to respond when things like that happen is, you know, a big credit to the person that you are and the things that you do day in and day out. So just really proud of this team as a whole, just never giving up, continuing to fight, to strive to be better in every single facet. I mean, it was just awesome to get out there and get a win and, you know, get one more with these guys.
Zevi, I noticed on Angel's touchdown, you ran down there and grabbed him by the helmet and were saying something to him. What were you saying?
I was just saying how proud I was of him. I mean, just like I said, a guy who, you know, a senior in the room. He's the oldest running back in the room, you know, and obviously your senior year, you want it to go a certain way, and maybe it hasn't went that way for him. But like I said, just never giving up, never being a negative energy in the locker room or in the running back room. Always positive, always smiling, just being the same person, even though things might not have been the way he wanted it to go. There's nobody that I would have wanted to see more score that touchdown in the end there. He deserved that moment, you know. So I was really proud of him and just told him that I loved him and I appreciate him. Yeah, that's what I remember.
Obviously, you were here all year last year, quarterback battle and camp and all that. But really, in a fan's viewpoint, your story as a starting quarterback started at a bowl game, and now it will end at a bowl game.
Yeah.
What do you think about that kind of full circle moment?
Yeah, no, definitely a full circle moment. Like I said, I'm just really, really fortunate and excited to play with these guys one more time. Glad that my last, you know, game here on Martin Stadium is a win, and just really, really glad I get to play with guys like Chump and the rest of the team one more time. So, like I said, just very grateful.
And Zevi, saw your bowling celebration after your touchdown. So now the bowl eligibility is secured. How much more does that mean to you, and how good does this win feel?
Yeah, I think Greg asked me that last week when we were down in Virginia. Like I said, it would mean the world to me and to the rest of the team for us to be able to play one more game together, get to practice together, you know, get to go through these routines together. We're deserving of a bowl game, and I'm glad that, you know, we got that win because now we get to have it. So, like I said, just really excited, really grateful. Get to spend one more time with these guys, one more game with these guys.
Colby, I see you have your ski mask on. So talk about the weather. Was it how was it cold out there for you?
In the beginning, but I mean, as you get through the game, you're moving around. Everything warms up a bit. Thankfully, it wasn't like snowing or raining or nothing. But yeah, it's all good.
Kind of would have been fun though.
Yeah,
Snow game
or hella fog. That would be fine.
like at the walkthrough.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That
was
would
insane.
be crazy. Oh my gosh.
To be able to play Oregon State twice in a year is unusual for any team to play twice in a year. So to have a performance that was sort of lackluster in a lot of areas last time, be able to come out and really just blast them on all aspects throughout this game. I mean, did it feel a little bit better even to do it against a rival and to do it to that degree to end this regular season on that?
Yeah, for sure. You know, playing the same team twice in 1 year is definitely unique. And then especially after losing to them the first time, you know, you definitely want to get your get back, so to speak. But, yeah, it definitely felt good that we executed offense, defense, special teams, all three phases. Yeah, I'm just happy we got the win. And then, you know, bowl game, more time with the guys is just a bonus. So it's a blessing for sure.
Yeah, definitely, especially for me in the offense after that performance down in Corvallis. 7 points is not what you want to do in a football game. So to be able to have that opportunity again to, kind of correct the mistakes that we made was huge. Kind of like felt like a NFL style where you're playing like your division, 2 times in a year. But it was nice. We went out there. They had a lot of choice words for us the first time we played them. It was all talk because like you see the scoreboard. I guess that makes us the Pac-2 champs or the Pac-12 champs. I mean, if it's a tiebreaker, it goes to the point differential, right? So I guess that makes us the Pac-12 champions. I think last time one of their players said this isn't a rivalry game. They keep winning. Well, we just won. So I guess this is a rivalry game. So to be able to go out there in a rivalry game, last game of the season, our home stadium, dominate them in all 3 phases, yeah, it was big for us. It was huge.
Last one, Sam.
Kobe, obviously you talked about the chance to play one more game with your guys, going one more road trip. Obviously, if you guys hadn't won that wouldn't have been possible tonight. But how for you and all these South Dakota State guys to come here and all the transfers and all the guys who stayed to have come here and invested in this program over the last year, how big is it for you who made that choice and made that sacrifice? And what does it say about your coaching staff and the leaders in the team to make that possible?
Yeah, it's definitely huge. I feel like I always think about how fast we all meshed together. The guys that stayed and the guys that transferred in. Like, it's only been a year, and it flew by. And, like, just how fast we meshed together, came close. It was just a testament to, like, our standard and just, like, our brotherhood, like, what the coaches brought in, our DNA, just, like, being together, being a true brotherhood. So it's definitely big.